Hello, friends, and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another live session of our channel where we bring to you a lot of questions and definitely answers to them. Currently, just wanted to inform you that we have a very bad weather condition here in my locality due to the rains. But yes, I would still like to make sure I'm running on back right now and not sure how much ever I can answer. But if in case I drop out, I'll, please excuse me. Due to the internet connectivity, things can go wrong. But yes, as I promised, I'm back here again to help you out and listen to your queries and respond to them as much as possible. So go ahead and make your questions quick, and I would be looking forward to answer as many questions as possible being a part of this. So once again, good evening, team, and greetings for the day. Welcome back to our live session where we listen to your queries, look forward to your concerns, and try responding to them as much as possible. And the only reason we do that is there are many people who have questions related to software testing, certifications, and etc. And I would be more than happy to respond to that. So I'll just put a cautionary message here. Okay, just a cautionary message. We have a very bad weather here. Somehow managed to save some resource. There's no power here. So if in case I get disconnected, kindly excuse me. So we have very first thing coming in from Hamid. Hamid says, hello, leader, sir. Have a good day. Thank you so much. Vasile says, hello, Mr. Singh. Hello, Vasile. Hi, Mohini. Hamid says, do the questions come in the same order as in ISTQB sample questions? No, they will be mixed together. They will not be chapter wise or sequential as you go through the syllabus. There would be definitely questions which will be jumbled up. So you can always expect a chapter number 4 question, which is your first question, or maybe the last question of the examination will be from the chapter 1, right? So there are no sequential things followed as per the syllabus, but the questions will be mixed up. It's not in the right order what you are looking forward to, right? So you prepare the entire syllabus. You don't go by the sequence, is what I can say to you right now. So yeah, I think that answers your question, Hamid. And can any test type be applied at any test type? Sorry, I think you meant test level. Yes, any test type is applicable to any test level because there are no restrictions to it. If you say unit testing can be done with white box, can be done with black box. If you say system testing can also be done with white box and black box, right? Functional, non-functional, anything can be applied there. But the point is, what is best at that point, right? Whether it is white box testing, which is best at that point, or it is black box, which is best as a practice, which will give you the better results, is what you decide and pick one. But there are no restrictions that white box testing should be only done for performance testing and black box should be only applied at system testing. No, we never have read anything like that, right? So yes, as per the syllabus, as per the real-time practices, any level is any test type is applicable to any test level. All right, so Vasile says, I want to say thank you for the videos. I now have my first software testing job. Congratulations, Vasile. That's a very unique comment which we are getting on our live session where somebody is saying that it also helped them to get a job. And I'm really highly obliged in pressure to look forward to such messages coming in more. And congratulations, Vasile, for getting in your first software testing job. And look forward to your great success. If you have anything for us, just let me know. We are here going to help you again in future. So whenever you think you need my help, just feel free to let me know. Yeah, I remember you from the Agile certifications also. Yes, you got certified with both Foundation and Agile, which is a really great thing. And thanks for showing your consistency towards the channel, being with us for a longer duration. And I want you to stay with us for some more time as we'll be coming up with a lot of manual testing concepts, which we have been talking about. Due to some personal commitments, team, I could not start our next playlist. But yes, we'll be getting started right from this Monday. And the next tutorial which we are going to talk about is a deep dive into the manual testing concepts, where we'll be talking about everything, including what is test cases, how to write test cases, what are the best practices of preparing test cases and executions, reports, etc. So I'll show you all the possible templates, which would be very helpful for you, right? Uh, Meanwhile, Hamid says, what is smoke and sanity testing, Hamid? Smoke is more on the, the critical part of a module, right? What are the major components of a particular module or particular page which you test? But when it comes to sanity, it's more on the broader side of it. That means every single feature, but on a high level. You don't do a deep level testing of every component. But say, for example, if I'm having a sign up page, right? So smoke would be to make sure that whether the registration page is working or not. And on the other hand, if I would say sanity would be to make sure that if all the fields are working, not working or not, in order to accept the values accordingly, but on a high level. I'm not going to write any test cases for it. I'm not going to, pretty much spend a lot of time to check valid and invalid scenario. But yet, it will be a kind of build acceptance. When a developer gives you a build, you quickly conduct a smoke to check the most critical feature. If required, you conduct a sanity, which is a broader check. So smoke is deeper and sanity is broader, where you check all the different features, right? I hope that makes sense to you. If you have anything else, just let me know. Tahir says, if someone wants to pursue, not pursuit, his or her career in web testing, up to what level one should know JavaScript? If one already knows Python, will only Python with Selenium is okay for web testing? Oh yeah, pretty much. JavaScript is kind of an add-on which you would need for your Selenium. I'll tell you something very critical here, Tahir. When it comes to web element testing, not all the web elements are a direct object, right, which you can interact with. Sometimes it does happen. There are some so complicated kind of activist component. They are not a hard code or like straightforward components, which my general Java or Python may not help you to interact with. That's where JavaScript would be required, as JavaScript will be used by the developers behind the screen to make that happen. Now, in order to interact with such things, you would need JavaScript as well for the automation. So JavaScript is kind of an optional scenario where your ordinary script is not going to work to interact with an object, which could be a button, could be a text field. There are many such things which we have seen in past, right? When we interact with a text box or maybe phone number field, which come with underscores inbuilt, sometimes we find difficult to interact with it. They're so dynamic, or they don't have the right set of properties for us to be recognizing it, right? So that's where the JavaScript is very helpful. Sometimes an object is not directly on the UI. It is within a frame, then the frame is inside another frame, and there's a block, etc. And you need JavaScript to penetrate into that layer. So JavaScript will be required, but not that quite often. So if you know the basic fundamentals of JavaScript, in order to supply that step to the automation test, that would be enough, right? So yes, one should know JavaScript at a high level at least, or basic fundamentals, as in when you use it, you become more familiar with it. So you don't have to deep dive, but yes, there are some objects, very exceptional, not always, which would need JavaScript beyond your Python or beyond your Java. So if you already know Python, yes, you need to know it. If you work with Selenium, yes, you need to know it, right? So I hope that gives you the satisfactory results. Mohini says, I've got a question if you can explain. Yes, please. You don't have to ask for permission to ask your question here. This live session is Q&A. So you just have to go ahead and drop your question, Mohini. So just put it up and I'll talk about it. Vasily says, my next goal would be automation in near future. All the very best. Do let me know. How are you progressing on that? If you need my help, you need my assistance, I would be always open to assist you there. Divyangshu says, is there any duration advisable to have between getting two certifications? Nothing specific. There are certain criteria for the advanced level. For example, to take up the advanced level certifications, you would need at least 18 months of experience. Okay. So if you're already having 18 months of experience, say for example, I have 12 years of experience. I completed my foundation level certification today. But it's high time for me to take up test manager also. 12 years of experience guy has not taken test manager is a big deal, right? So what I do is I take a foundation today. I probably take a month gap to prepare for the test manager and appear for it. Because the criteria to take up the test manager is 18 months of experience, which you already have. So there are no specific gaps as such by the board that you should take a gap of 6 months between two attempts or two different certifications. You can always take that, right? So that's okay to go ahead. Hami says, can you make a single video recording the tools required in software testing? Yes, that's what the new playlist will be about. I'll be talking about all these things, and one or the other way your questions will be answered for sure. So we'll be talking about all that in detail. This tutorial series will be called as Manual Testing Bootcamp. Bootcamp in the sense, I'm not just going to limit myself to testing. I'm going to talk about how exactly a system is tested, how the platform varies, what are the different types of testing in the world going today, like what is the functional, what is non-functional, and in non-functional, I'll step into what is security testing, what is performance testing, right? So what are the tools required? What kind of tools you use for manual testing or automation testing or security testing. So we'll be preparing everything as a part of this playlist. So if you have any such questions, I would request you to stay tuned to our upcoming tutorials right from Monday. Or if you know someone who's looking forward to build the foundation of testing, or someone who wants to jump from a different domain to software testing, this playlist is for all of them, right? So that's what is pretty much my next context, and it's all on the based on your votes who have selected to pick this as our next playlist of tutorials. Dinesh says points to be taken care of while preparing test report. Test report, as the name suggests, it is more about your status update. It's more about what you have been doing in a certain interval of time, right? So you would talk about what exactly you did from the test execution, how many tests passed, how many failed. If failed, have you reported a defect for that? What are the defect status? How many of them are closed? How many are in progress? How many of them are deferred? How many of invalid defects, right? How much execution is still pending? Because pass fail is only for the executed ones. What about the remaining ones? What's your ETA on that, right? What's your defect turnaround time, which will also involve developers' contribution there. So you can talk about all these things. Your status on the timeline. If you have a timeline of 90 days given to you, where do you stand today? And what's your plan for the remaining number of days? How are you targeting to complete your deadlines or objectives within the given timeline, right? So all that should be taken into account when you talk about the test reports. I hope that makes sense to you, Dinesh. If you have anything else, just let me know. Hamid says, can system integration testing be applied before system testing? Yes, as per the syllabus and in reality. You can do system integration testing before system testing as well. I've covered all this, Hamid. Sorry to say, but all your questions are like as if you're not through my tutorials. So sometimes I wonder that if you are, actually going through my tutorials or not. If you go through my tutorials, all these questions have been answered in my different tutorials of foundation. I would request you to pay more attention when you're listening to my tutorials, because most of your queries will get resolved there itself, right? So you can utilize this time to ask more critical questions than the one which I have not covered, right? So, just go back and see some more detailed analysis there, and you will find all these answers there. Because I want you to utilize this time to ask me more complex, something which is not in my playlist, right? Because there is a playlist which will answer your questions, what you're asking now. So you are not taking the benefit of me being available here, right? When I'm available here, people should be looking forward to get more and beyond what is already available, right? From that context, I'm just suggesting that no matter if you still have those questions, you're always welcome. But this is what my observation is in my past few live sessions, that all the questions which you asked is already covered. So I don't know, where is the gap, right? Anyways, Tahir says, so pursuing career in web testing means basic of JavaScript is required. Yes. Do I need to start from HTML and CSS, or should I directly learn concepts of JS? No, Tahir. If you are looking forward to be a part of web testing, I would suggest you strongly that you take up, the basic fundamentals of what is a web application, right? Because for a tester, it is very crucial and critical to know the application first before they can start testing. And the better you know it, you'll have better scenarios in your mind, better user perceptions, and better possibilities of getting defect, making you a good tester. So I would strongly recommend start with HTML, CSS, which are simple things than JavaScript. And once you know that, JavaScript will become more simpler. Trust me. Amit says, can theoretical questions come from EV partitions, BVA, etc.? Yes, I have. If you again observe, my tutorials have covered not only the practical approach or just solving the technical problems, but we have also covered the theoretical aspects of it, right? Because there are possibilities of getting theoretical questions that why we should take only the boundary values on the screens, right? What are the fundamentals of it? Can a boundary value be applied on an invalid class? No. We always apply boundary value analysis on a valid class alone, not an invalid class, because the invalid gets covered automatically, right? Decision table, state transition testing. There could be a theoretical framed questions which you will be asked. So any of the technique, and these are only four things which are calculatable, right? Statement coverage, decision coverage, exploratory testing, error guessing, all are theoretical. So yes, you can expect a theoretical question from EP, BVA, decision table, and state transition as well. Do not excuse that. Do not underestimate it, right? Okay. Tahir says, eagerly waiting for your new video series, and I'm sure it's going to be one of the best boot camps for manual testing. I hope so. And how many videos can we expect in this new video series? Will you upload video daily? Yes, as usual, you know my job and my practices. I always update a video daily. So you may expect probably more than 50 plus tutorials here, as I'll be talking about like extending my wings to put more and more things so that if somebody just comes to that playlist, right, he or she is job ready, right? So no excuses, no compromise. And I want to make sure that the tutorial series prepares any individual to go ahead and hit the interview and grab a job. So it's going to be more than 60 videos as well. I'm just anticipating right now. My highest video, I think, is 72, which is for, I think, test manager certification. But yeah, this is going to be my highest number of videos in a playlist, for sure. That I can assure you. And will you upload it daily? Yes, of course, it will be daily. Weekdays, Monday to Friday, and Saturday, live session. Pramod says how to download the ISTQB syllabus and best books to refer for clearing ISTQB. Pramod, you can just visit istqb.org, which is official website of ISTQB. I'm just dropping it on the chat while I speak. And here you just have to go to certifications. And in certifications, you need to click on ISTQB Foundation and just scroll to the bottommost part. You'll find the syllabus, you'll find the sample papers, and answer to those sample papers, everything. And any best books to refer, you can refer, great books like from the authors like Dorothy Graham or authors like me, Neeraj Kumar Singh. You can also have a book from me, which will be very helpful for you beside my tutorials. Right. So all the best Promote. Do let me know if you have any more questions. And I did not see the question from Mohini. Mohini, you had some question, but I did not drop it. Please, if you're still busy framing it, do not forget to drop that question. Dinesh again says, suggestions regarding any good online resource for testing with respect to web RTC application. Not sure. I'm quite new to that. So web RTC, what exactly this platform is all about? Oh, real-time communications. Got it. Web real-time communications. So I'm not sure if you have any good resources, but yeah, if you can give me some time. I may spend a little bit of my time and give you more. Okay, but right now I do not have any suggestions handy with me. I may have to explore. Do not drop a thumbs up, team. Don't forget to drop a thumbs up because I want YouTube to let know that there is a live session which is answering people's question, and your likes can help YouTube do that, right? If you're happy, that's all. Only if you're happy, do that. Hamid says, are there any platforms where we can apply concepts of manual testing? I didn't get that. What do you mean by any platform where you can apply the concept of manual testing? There are hundreds of platforms available for applying manual testing. So can you please elaborate your question a little bit more? Do the companies expect from newcomers to write detailed test plan, test cases, execution schedule? No. If a newcomer, when you say newcomer is a fresher, their responsibility is to write test cases and execute. Okay? But again, down the line, like 3 months, 6 months after training, shadowing, etc., you will write test cases and execute them. Writing test execution schedule, preparing test plan will be responsibility of senior testing resources like senior test engineer or test lead or test manager. Not a tester is responsible for doing that. Believe in Faith says, greetings, my first time here. Welcome aboard. Welcome. We here look forward to answer people's question, as you can understand by now. Pramod says, my office timing from morning 9 a.m. to night 8 p.m. How can I spend for the preparation for ISTQB? Please help me. And your book soft copy, can you please share the link and the book first suggested by you? The book first suggested by me is Dorothy Graham. Okay, let me just put that 1 second. ISTQB Foundation. You can find them on the Flipkart, Amazon, right? All these places. You can find this book everywhere. And I'm just dropping you the link. Please go online and shop for it. I'm not sure if the link is going to be allowed, as that's sometime long. Go? No, that's pretty much long, sorry. You just have to search for, I will tell you, wait. You just have to search for a keyword, and that is ISTQB Foundation books, right? And that would do your job. Okay, go to Amazon, go to Flipkart, and just type this Foundation of Software Testing ISTQB book or ISTQB Foundation books. Even if you go to Google, right, it will still take you to the right page of Amazon or Flipkart. So you will find both the books, Dorothy Graham and my book as well, and you can take it from there. Sadia says, how do I start to prepare for ISTQB? You have a wonderful playlist by me on my channel, Sadia, and you can look forward to start preparing from there. That's a very fundamental playlist of covering everything what you would need in order to start preparing for your ISTQB Foundation level certification, and that covers everything. So here is a link, okay, to my channel, to my playlist, curated link. If you just click on this link, youtube.com playlist, you will go to my foundation level tutorial series, and you can cover all the videos, and that's where you are, ready for examination. Satish says, does syllabus get changed for this year? No, they don't change the syllabus quite often. It's only if the trend of IT, trend of testing changes, that's where the syllabus gets modified. Otherwise, no, not always. Believe Faith says, please, I wish to write the exam and I don't know where to register or where to do it. I live in Germany. You have German testing board, believe in Faith, whatsoever name is. You have GTB, German testing board, and you can approach them to register for your examination. Let me see if I can quickly give you the link to that. It's a German testing board. Okay, and here you go. I'm sending you the URL for this. Please jump into this and you can very well enroll yourself. Hope you're done with your preparation already. All the very best. Do let me know if you need anything. I got 2018 edition. Yes, that's the last. There's no revision since then. The syllabus remains the same. All the very best. Dinesh says, Dear Pramod. Okay, that's for Pramod. Please have a look. Hamid, platform means open source and free of cost templates of SRR documentation from where we can derive test cases and condition. Oh yeah, there are ample amount of such resources. All you have to do is go to Google and start typing the SRS templates, test plan templates, etc. You will get great number of BRS, SRS, or user stories templates which you can use to practice the sample questions or sample test cases preparation, right? That exercises can be done. You can make use of, software testing help is another website, and you can make use of tutorials point. I was asked to do some tutorials there, but some reason that thing did not crack. I wasn't invited to do the tutorial series on their platform as well. So tutorials point is another good thing. And third is Guru 99, right? They have a lot of exercises for you. If you want, you can certainly make use of that. And you can start deriving your test cases to check your ability and skills about this particular concept. Yeah. So three things: software testing help. You can have tutorials point or Guru 99 for your exercises. Before I miss anything, yeah, Promote says tips for how can I spend the time on ISTQB. Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry, I missed that part in your question. So, see, I know if you're working 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., it's straightforward, difficult for you to manage post 8 p.m., right? You will be too stressed to learn something new or start something fresh, right? I'm not sure how stressed your work is between this timeline. And if you have the stress, there is no option on the weekdays. There is another option which you can start in the early morning before you start your work. I'm not sure how early you get up in a day, but if you can really spend 1 hour each day getting up a bit early, like not starting at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. or something, even like 7 to 8 or 8 to 9, you spend 1 hour without before starting your work. That would be helpful. Second, spend 2 hours on weekends each day, like Saturday 2 hours, early mornings, like 9 to 10, 9 to 11, or something like that. Or you can even do that on the Sundays, right? Sundays and Saturdays. So that would be giving you a fresh peace of mind, because in order to prepare well, all you need is peace of mind. You cannot learn this preparation or this certification by having a work between 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., right? So that's what my advice would be, to dedicate your timetable and be available. It's not optional that one weekend you do it, next weekend you don't do it. It should be a timetable. It should be a schedule that you should be giving that timeline on each day or every weekday, weekends, right? So now it's your choice how you can make it happen. Okay. Caroline says, where do you recommend we go for the best practice exams? Are there any free practice exams that are good quality? No, Caroline. Unfortunately, we just have one portal, that is istqb.org, and that's the only portal which gives you the valid set of exam questions. All other portals are fake. They do not have syllabus based questions. They do have questions, but they are wrong, either invalid or not even having the right options. That can just ruin your confidence, what you have gained. There are 3 mock papers available on istqb.org. If you have been through that, you feel confident, you don't need anything else, trust me. This is my recommendation to all my audience, and they have been succeeding by this recommendation. Because if you jump outside, you will find more than 1,500 of questions, but 95% of them are incorrect, out of syllabus, or do not have a right answer. So I strongly won't recommend you, any one of you, beyond this, right? So please stick to that, and trust me, 3 papers are more than enough. I do have a lovely playlist covering that, like 120 questions explained by me, how to pick the right answers, what are the tips and tricks, and you can look into that as well. That would be, again, beyond what you need anyhow to pass the certification, right? I'm just dropping that link here for your convenience to quickly jump into that playlist. and save it. And that would be more than enough for you to succeed. All the very best, Carolyn, if you're still listening to us, and do let me know if you have any more questions. Okay, we got SM here. SM says, thanks for all your videos. I will like to go through the database testing after manual testing. What should I start study first to be a database ready? Any prerequisite? Yeah, learn about databases. The product is very important before you say I can test it. The better you know the product, the better your testing will be. So start learning about what is databases, what are the CRUD operations, like create, read, update, delete in a database, how to join two entries, how to truncate, right? Learn about those commands. Start with SQL, MySQL. Start learning how to create a table, how to create a column, how to write an entry in a database, how to delete an entry from the database, how to update. So CRUD operation, CRUD, right? So learn about databases, and the fundamental what you learn about it, that would be enough for you to say, I'm ready for testing this product now. If you have been using a product, right, for a long time, whatever you say, just give me a moment. If you have been learning a product, for example, you have been working on YouTube for 5 years, you have been playing a game for 10 years, if somebody asks you to test that, won't you say that, oh, come on, man, I'm going to tell you where is the problem, right? Because you have been learning that product for 10 years. And that's what I'm recommending you. The better you know the product, if you start saying that, okay, let me start with database testing, but the next day you say, what is a database? How does it operate? How does it function? What is it all about? You are not a database tester, right? So start with learning database. That's the prerequisite. If you already know the database, you can start writing test cases for that. And the whole thing is to make sure when I create something, is it created? When I update something, is it updated? If I delete something, is it deleted? That's what you need to confirm, nothing else. That's what is database testing. I hope that makes sense. Got anything? Just let me know. Federico, my friend, welcome back. It's been a long time. He says, I just got my gambling tester certification. Next, I would like to take the test analyst exam. Any advice? No, my friend, I think you're pretty much on the track. You have got the flow now. And congratulations, first of all. I think you are my first audience or first participant who have made it through on the gambling tester. And I look forward to a great, great success for you. And the effort, what you have been putting since the beginning, I can remember all that. And all you have to do is now set up your mind from an analyst point of view that, okay, being an analyst, what would be my responsibility, as you'll be doing a deeper dive than the foundation part, right? So you'll be looking forward to what is risk-based testing, what is risk identification, risk assessment. There would be a few more techniques coming up. You would see what is pairwise testing, what is combinatorial technique, what is the next level of decision table, what's the next level of state transition. A lot of things will be expanded to the next level. So you just have to recall your foundation syllabus and continue exploring that to the next level is what you call it as test analyst. That's it. You do have a playlist available online. You want to just refer that, my friend, and you should be done. Okay? And beyond that, I'm always here. All the very best, Federico. Do let me know if you need anything else. Pramod says, thank you with a great love. It's all my pleasure, Pramod. Keep letting me know if you have a question. Sheetal says, is the ISTQB Foundation exam hard? No, it comes on the soft papers, or sometimes even if it is online, which is a software. It's not at all hard, Sheetal. It all depends on how well you know the content, how well you know about software testing. And the better you know the content, the better you have the confidence on the syllabus. It's pretty the simplest exam in the world. Trust me. Simplest than anything else, be it about a CSM certification, be it about PMP, be it about ITIL. It's the simplest exam if you know the syllabus. So the more you spend your time, Sheetal, preparing for the content, the better and easier the exam will be. I hope you have a great success on that and all the very best. You have my playlist. You can start working on that. Amit says, which certification should I go for after ISTQB CTFL? Okay, you have two choices. You can go for Agile certification, or you can even go for specialist certifications, one like mobile testing, performance testing, or any other specialization. Okay, so you can pick up those in the next level. Okay, give me a break. I love this. I've been talking since I joined this session, and I think it's been 35 minutes. So just needed a little bit break there. Okay, let me pick the next one. Pramod says, from actually where to start off your playlist for preparing ISTQB, please guide me. I just dropped a playlist there on the top. Okay, that should be my third chat after ISTQB Foundation books. Use that link to get started with ISTQB Foundation, and that's where you can go ahead. And from scratch level of ISTQB, yes, the ISTQB Foundation playlist is from the scratch level, starting right from the definition of testing. Okay, Mohini, finally, here I see your question. You say, what problem will be found with 100% decision coverage, but missed by 100% statement coverage? One, problem that occur within a loop. Two, problem occur in if with else. Three, problem in if without else or outside loop. The answer is two. Problem occur in if with else, because the statement coverage doesn't go to else. Okay. Sorry. If you say if with else, it means there is a node there, right? So statement coverage goes there. But the problem in if without else, yeah, that's where the problem will be. So three is the problem, because statement will not go to the alternate paths, but decision goes to alternate even if there is no node, right? You're not asking somebody to do something on the else statement. So decision goes there. For example, very simple example to make you understand that answer, right? Uh, okay. I ask Mohini to go to a shop and bring me a pen. Okay, that's my if condition. So if shop is open, get me a pen. So Mohini goes there, and Mohini finds out that the shop is closed. But I did not give you any instructions that what should you do if the shop is closed. So there's no else. But the Mohini can always have a concern back to me when I'm giving her the instructions. When I say, Mohini, go to the shop. If the shop is open, get me a pen. Then Mohini can ask me, what if it is not open? What if they don't have a pen? That's decision testing. Statement, okay, Neeraj, I'll just go and get it. Then you go there and get surprised. But I did not give you an instruction what to do else. So statement does not go there. Decision goes there. Decision says, what should I do? Nothing. Come back home. Don't do anything. If the shop is closed, come back home. I did not ask you to do anything there, and that's my decision testing. You go there, see the shop is closed, you come back. Okay? So statement will not be able to do this. Got it? Pramod says, what is gambling certification and how does it differ from ISTQB? It is ISTQB. First of all, it's just the other certification like Foundation, Test Analyst, Test Manager. There are many certifications from ISTQB, right, Pramod? So gambling tester is a gambling tester, you know. He makes a lot of money. Federico must be laughing right now. Okay, you do understand that when it comes to games like, you know, those fancy games which tells you that you can earn money from the game, right? They are gambling softwares. If you go to casino, there are these casino games which are controlled by a software, and that software is gambling tester. Like testers who test those softwares is called as gambling. And today, if you see, there are a lot of games which are telling you like Ace 2 3, Play Rummy, and a lot many other things which are promising you that if you invest some time, you may get some money back, right? Winzo, Dream My 11, a lot of things are there, right? So these are the types of games which are called as gambling industry games or gambling industry softwares. And you testing that is called as gambling tester. So yes, this is another certification from ISTQB itself. Moini Singh says, Sakshat. What was that for? It's saying 2018 one, no changes till date. Yes, it's still the same. There's no syllabus change. The syllabus don't need to be changed. It's just that if the trend changes, we add something more. Atul says, hi sir, how can I know which chapter has how many questions and changes wise marks weightage? You'll find it in all my sample discussion of each chapter. Okay. Or alternatively, so whenever I complete a chapter, I talk about some sample questions. And in that tutorial, I first tell you how many questions from this chapter and the breakup topic wise. And then I go to the sample questions. So please observe there. If not, you can visit istqb.org, click on the certification which you are going through, and scroll to the bottommost part. You will have one more file called as ISTQB exam structure, and download that file. That file will have the breakup again of all the chapters with number of questions. Okay, you can do that right away and let me know if you got it. Belief Faith says IP. Sorry, I didn't get that. What exactly that meant. Federico says, thanks, Neeraj. I didn't know you had a playlist. I'll definitely check that. Thank you for all your help and advices. You gave me a lot of inspiration and confidence to start in this career. It's always my pleasure, Federico. Sheetal says, thank you. You're welcome, Sheetal. Do let me know if you have anything. Do not forget to drop a thumbs up if you're happy. Federico says, people, this is the best teacher online for the ISTQB exam. We are lucky to have him. Oh, thank you, Federico, for sharing your words here. And thank you, for making this happen, all of you, because today Google exactly says the same. If you go to Google and search for ISTQB Foundation tutorials, the first tutorial, no matter which country you are in, will be our own channel content. So we are today the world's best with just 17,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for making it happen, team. I'm always going to be, motivated by all these achievements to keep up the good work. Moini says, sir, your videos are so helpful. I'll definitely go through Agile videos once I get my first certification done. Take your time. All the very best. I'm always here, and we are here to help everyone. So all the very best, Moini. You let us know. Sakshat, okay, sorry. The message was to Sakshat. Sakshat says, one more question, ISTQB Foundation exam. What you suggest? Is it enough if I prepare from your playlist videos or ISTQB Foundation exam? Or do I need to go through a book as well? Book is optional, Sakshat. Okay, book is optional. There are people, right, who say, since my childhood, I have been dependent on the book more than the teacher, right? You may get something beyond what teacher is talking in the classroom or what this person is teaching in a simple video of 5 to 10 minutes. I need to spend more time exploring beyond. If you think you are someone who is driven by that, I would strongly recommend you that please go for a book. But if you think, you start with my tutorial playlist, and if you think that, okay, this video gave me all that what I just wanted in order to get the answers, right? Then you don't need a book. So book is completely optional, not a high recommended content as such, but these are for the people who say we don't really get things until unless we read something. So that's where the book caters you, right? So if you think you come in that category where you think I need a book to start my preparation, please go for it. But if you think, no, I have been working in testing for a long time and I just need a quick nourishment or nurture towards the syllabus, then videos are more than enough to get certified and be one among 10,000 people who have been certified on this channel just with the videos. All the very best. Pramod says, first, shall I refer to your tutorials or first should I refer to the books? First, go with the tutorials, because by then you would have done 80 to 90% of things. The other 10% will become a revision for you when you go through the book after that. So first is being oriented. Okay, so orient yourself to the point, because books will certainly have slightly more than the syllabus just to explain you things, right? which is not in the syllabus also. So please compare that with the syllabus. Abhishek, thanks Neeraj. I passed both CTFL and CTAE in the first attempt with good marks. I just watch your videos and official syllabus only. See, Sakshat, I think this is Sakshat for you, right? Sakshat means just lively. Somebody just gave the answer, what I was just telling you. And thank you, Abhishek, first of all, for joining in and sharing your experience. I'm really, really happy to hear such comments. And it just acts like a fuel to me to continue doing that good work for everyone. And for your information, audience here, CTFL is foundation level and CTAE is the test automation engineer. And he just got both of them. And congratulations, Abhishek. We look forward to your bright career ahead and all the best for your future endeavors. Do let me know if you need any further assistance, any further help. Patrick, please tell me difference between independent conditions and dependent in decision coverage. So independent conditions are not concatenated with the other one. For example, if I say A and B will give me the output, okay? That's dependent conditions. A and B, both should be true to give me an output as true. When I say independent, it means that if you have a car and you fill the refueling of the fuel from Shell, then you get this, right? If you don't have a car, you don't go to the fueling option. So that's something which is going to give you the other part of it. If I say A or B, that's a choice, right? If I say A or B, that's a choice, and you don't really have to go for both of them, and they are independent. If I say A and B, they are dependent. Both of them should be there. They're dependent on each other. If anything is missing, the output will be false. But if I say A or B, they are independent. So that's what it means when you say dependent or independent in decision making or decision coverage. Belief Fight says, please, is it possible to get to you directly? I'm currently studying for ISTQB, got the Foundation 2018 edition. I live in Germany, but want to take the exam in English, not in German. No problem. I always put my direct contacts in the description of any of my videos. So all you need to do is go to the description below and you'll find my links to reach out to me directly, and you're welcome. I'm here. Federico says, gambling testing. Did I miss anything? Yes, is not only regarding the casino games, but also iGaming games, which are online games. Correct. To be honest, I'm already working in a gambling industry, so that was for someone who was asking about it. So taking this test was a little bit easy. I mean, easier. Yes, the better you know the content, right? Practically, sometime will help you a lot to get to what you need, right? So that pretty much makes sense to anyone, that the more you know about the examination which you are writing, the simpler it will be. Pramod says, again, are there many certifications given by ISTQB? Can you please elaborate? Go to istqb.org. On the homepage, you will see all the certifications provided by ISTQB. Matthew. Okay, that was for Federico. Can you tell me how to win some games? In fact, I asked Federico for the same and he never told me till date. That is confidential, my friend. Amit says, if two test cases have the same priority but having technical and logical dependencies, which dependency will be preferred first? It's technical dependency. Technical dependency is more of like, how can you log in without signing up? That is technical dependency. Logical is valid should be executed before invalid, right? There's no point executing invalid first without testing the valid data. If valid credentials are not accepted, why would you test invalid set of data, my friend? Right? That's logical. But technical means, how can I log in without registering on a website? I can be always a guest. I can always do everything, but I cannot just sign in because I've never signed up. So technical will come first and then logical. Okay, Sakshat says, thank you very much, sir. You're welcome, Sakshat. If you got any more questions, keep letting me know. Atul says, hi, sir. If I skip one chapter, that is decision statement coverage, data flow cover, Is any chances to clear the exam, or I need to cover all the chapters? A lot of people come back to me with this, that if I can quickly, skip one chapter and say that chapter has 6 questions or 8 questions or 10 questions, do I still have chances of passing the exam? No. You know why? Because they would create relationships. They just don't ask you like a kid, okay, what is equivalence partition? No. There's a you are working in an industry where risk-based testing is being applied, and you have identified a product risk, and you are writing test cases to mitigate that. Now, being a tester, where should you include these steps to mitigate these type of risk? The answer is test strategy. But did you just see the question? Sorry, did you just hear the question? They did not just ask you where do you write your test approach? One line. They wrote a simple 3-line examination question. You will be just stuck. Oh, what is risk-based testing? What is the difference between project and product risk? But you're answering a question on the test approach, right? So I will not recommend skipping anything, because when these relationships are created, that's where you get stuck. Okay? So no such recommendation from a person like me who is officially promoting ISTQB as a certification to your portfolio, adding more value to your success, your profile. Please go through everything. One or the other way, at least knowledge is very helpful, right? So that's the answer, Atul. Apurva says, hi Neeraj sir, I'm able to prepare for test manager interview by watching your videos. Finally, I got selected for test manager position in UK on-site opportunity from current company. You are very helpful. Hey, thank you so much for your wonderful words, first of all. But Apurva, let me know if you have another opportunity for UK. I would love to travel. Just kidding around, but yeah, I'm open to, any positions right now. But yes, that's a really good thing, This is how the certification adds a lot of value to your portfolio, correct? So being certified recognizes you, and especially for the on-site opportunities where the clients are keen on certifications. More than your portfolio, they look at your certifications. If you have the certification, that's a prerequisite for them. If you have the knowledge, no problem. Do you have the certification? And especially UK is very, very strict on that. So thanks for letting us know, and thanks for letting our audience know that how significant the certifications can be, right? And thank you for your wonderful comments and your results. Congratulations on that success, and congratulations for the opportunity. We look forward to your great career ahead, and do let me know if we people can still help you with something. Pramod says, I have a 0% knowledge on how the ISTQB is. Can you please explain? Just watch my first tutorial on, that's a kind of 12-15 minutes video where I'm detailing it more. I cannot just, explain that 15 minutes thing here. So please watch my very first tutorial of ISTQB Foundation, where I don't start with the content. I always, in all my playlists, I talk about what is examination, what is ISTQB, and everything before I start with the content. This is the reason, right? Because these type of questions can come always. So please watch my first tutorial, Pramod, and that would answer your question in very much detail. Then I can answer you right now. So please, it's not a kind of ignoring your question, but that is more detailed than what I will be saying right now. So thank you for your understanding. Actually, when I was taking the course on manual testing, I heard about ISTQB, and that's how I know about it. Yeah, sure, no problem. There are many people who are new to it, and we certainly help them. So I have got a tutorial there. Please look forward to it. It will be very, very detailed, answering all your questions. Patrick says, how you would describe acting with loops in decision or condition coverage. I'm not sure when I can make one long test case through loops and other paths, and when I should go in a loop separately. Okay, so when you say about decision coverage, first of all, there are two things which you are telling in your statement, Patrick. Number one is a technique, decision coverage, where I have to cover all possible scenarios in minimum number of test cases. That means A true and else in a particular program should be covered at least once, or should be covered in any flow. For example, I go straight like this and second one just outside like this. Two test cases are enough for me to cover the truths and the falses, right? When it comes to path testing, I make sure that different combinations are tested, which is your decision testing, what like from decision table point of view. So I say true, true. Both the conditions are true. I tested this. Then true and false. So first is true, second is else statement being executed. Then third, you go false and true. Then false and false. Four, right? I hope I'm making sense there. This is called as path testing. A path testing is about all possible paths which a user can go through in a particular program. Decision testing is minimum number of test cases to cover all the decisions, which is limited to two in this scenario. So even if I have two conditions independent of each other, this is what my outcome will be. So what you are looking forward to define with the multiple paths or coverage, that's path testing. That's not decision testing. Decision testing is the first part. Can I make one long test case through all the loops? Yes, with minimum number of test cases, decision testing. But you want to make sure all the combinations are tested, like true, false, false, true, 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 false, false. That's path testing. You need 4 test cases to do that. Okay, I hope I'm making sense. Got anything else? Just let me know. Pramod says even they have not guided what is ISTQB. Oh, come on. Not everyone does the piece of courtesy, right? Not everyone is me. Girish says, your videos are very helpful. I was able to clear my foundation and automotive software tester exam both within 2 months. Congratulations, Girish. And first of all, great that you stepped out some time and joined our session to let us know about your results. And really good thing, now people have started reporting me more than one certifications that they have cleared. And we are really happy to see such things happening on our platform. Because more than anything, we want to see people's success. And when people are successful, that gives us all the pleasure what we need, right? So we just want to make sure that everyone here is going to get what they deserve. And I'm here to assist you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to provide you all that information, what you need in order to achieve your goals. And that's it. This is what all I need to do, being here, serving you with all your expectations. Oh, finally, I'm pretty much caught up with all my questions on the list here. If you got any more, we got just 2 more minutes to go from our live session. If you got a question, just drop it and we'll talk about it. Hamid says, thank you, Neer sir. Today's session was very insightful. Stay blessed and keep transferring knowledge. Thank you so much for your wishes. And we look forward to do more for everyone day by day. Got more people? Have got anything else you want to talk about? Anything else you're looking forward to? Abhishek says, hi Neeraj, I have one question. Will I get hard copy of my certificates? I have given exam using corporate discount. If yes, yeah. It depends on the board. If you have written through ITB, Indian Testing Board, then yes, you will get a certificate, but it will take 8 weeks of time from the day of result. Okay, from the day of result, you will take 8 weeks of time to get the hard copy shipped to your address, whatever you gave during registration. So if you gave your company address, it will come in your company. So do not resign. Okay. Even if you resign, they'll keep it safe. You can always go and collect from them. So yeah, 8 weeks, 2 months, it will take to be shipped to your address, which you registered with, if it is Indian Testing Board. All other boards believe in digital copy. They don't give any hard copy. Yes, my friends, you got another 30 seconds to go from this session today, but don't worry, you will have another session on the next Saturday, and we would love to respond to your another set of questions. But don't forget, every Saturday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., Thank you. There was a power backup and we could do the session today, but trust me, still there's no power in my house right now. But yes, as I promised, I'm here to answer your questions. When I have that dedication for you, I want you to come back and at least ask me the question by utilizing this session. I would be more than happy to respond to you, assist you, give you all that what you would need in order to be a better tester and gain that respect. Right? So, before I quickly wrap up, there's a question from Sadia. Do we have book for automotive software tester certification? No, not yet. Somebody has to write it. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really want to thank every individual who participated in today's session, making it successful, because this is a live session. Without participants, this cannot be successful. So thank you, each one of you, for participating here, letting us know your questions, listening to our conversation, because there are so many people who join here just to listen to this Q&A session. So thank you for contributing here. I wish all the achievers congratulations and all the very best to everyone for their future endeavors, right? So that's all from today's session, team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for being a part of this live session, team, and happy learning. Stay safe, stay tuned. We'll meet back again on Saturday. Thank you.